am back, and this is going to be a video on this hair. So I just wanted to film my intro and then like show y'all the output of how the hair came out. This hair is actually from Sam's Beauty, and I did do a quick weave with this hair. So I did keep the packaging so I could tell y'all the lengths and everything like that. Let me grab it. This is the tag that was on the hair. So the brand of the hair is Vogue hair, and this is 100% virgin human hair, and it says you can dye, bleach, and perm the hair. And the style of this hair is natural body, and the color is natural, which is like a 1B type of color. So in this hair I got a 28, 26, 24, and 22. So I had 4 bundles. I just dropped one, but yeah, these were the packaging for them, and I did use all 4 bundles for a quick weave. I did want my quick weave to be very full, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to achieve, you know, getting all the hair on, but in the back I just kind of put it really close together. So in the back where my hair is down, I have 3 bundles in, and then at the top I have 1 bundle. And from the 3 in the back, I had like a little piece left that I went ahead and added onto my ponytail to actually make my band, so that I wouldn't really have to take from the ponytail. So I took a little bit from the pony, but not much. And one thing I really like about this hair is that this is the natural curl of the hair. Right now, this hair is a little bit more wet than this hair is because I did just put some mousse on it. But with this hair, I was going to one curl it, but after I seen how pretty this wave curl was with its natural state, I was like, I'm just gonna rock it like this because it's easy to just get up and go. Whenever I'm tying down my baby hairs at night, they are slayed, laid, they're still in place. But this has been a couple of days since I actually filmed this video, so you're seeing it a few days later after I actually did it. So I did want to show you what products I used just now when I detangled the hair and, you know, wet it down and everything like that. Well, I didn't wet it, but yeah, so I detangled the hair and I just used this detangling spray. I really like this. I was using this when I had my last sew-in before this. Well, I put a wig on after that, but you know, I was using this or whatever. So this is the Even New York Natural 5-second detangler for wigs, and it says that you can use it for synthetic hair or human hair. So I was using this on my sew-in, and then I just used it on this hair to detangle it because I feel like it really just like makes your hair glide, like whenever you have any knots or kinks or anything, because I haven't combed this hair out at all since I installed it. Like whenever I have been, you know, getting up and stuff, I will kind of just fluff it out and go. Like I haven't combed it out, so I did use a little bit of that to detangle. I also did use some of this mousse, which is the Curl Construct Mousse by Garnier Fructiques. I don't even know if they still make this. I've had this for forever. It's only a little bit in there, so I just used some and kind of scrunched the hair up. And I also used a little bit of my Bio Silk that is dripping out to just give the hair some shine. So at the top you can see this bundle was definitely always more defined than the longer bundles, which is usually the case. For shorter bundles, it's going to be more curly, especially if it's more of a loose wave. Like this is just like a body wave type hair, and the curls still is popping. So yeah, if y'all want to see how I did this hair, I did a quick weave with half up, half down. And I also showed you how I did my baby hairs and like my little sideburns, everything like that. So if you want to see how I did this look, then stay tuned. Okay, y'all, so don't mind me looking crazy and stuff, but this is how my hair looks. I did wash it and blow dry it and everything like that. So this is how it looks once I put my part in the back for my half up, half down, and I just sectioned off the top. Then I did 2 loose French braids. I don't braid the best, so now I'm taking my Got To Be glued gel, the clear one in the black container, and I'm just putting that at the top, mostly where I know that I'm going to be gluing on top of my hair. And I'm also going to put some on my braids and everything like that, as well as spray it down with some hairspray. Sorry, y'all, my phone is going off. Group family chat. So I'm just spraying it down with this bedhead, hard head hairspray. And I'm going all over my hair that is in the back where I have my 2 braids. Also on the braids as well. So that way, whenever I glue on top of it, even though I am going to use a stocking, it won't stick to my hair so much. And whenever I remove this, I just use some conditioner And sometimes I will use shampoo as well, just to loosen the glue up even more so that it will slip out easily. But I wore this style for 2 weeks, so at that point it was already, you know, starting to come loose on its own, so it was a lot easier for the glue to loosen up. So I'm taking my wig caps, and first, before I put my wig caps on, I just showed you what I use. I'm gonna go ahead and crisscross the braids, and I'm gonna go through the braid and pull the hair through it. With my braids being more loose and not so tight, this is easier to do it like this. If you braid it super tight to the scalp, you may not be able to do this, but I don't braid the best, so it worked out in my favor. So I just crisscrossed the braids in the back like this and pulled them tight. And then I'm going to go in with my stocking cap and just apply it right on top. If you are doing this on a client, you can have them to hold it down where you can go ahead and hairspray the cap into place. But since I'm doing it on my own, the cap kind of rolls up. So anything that is left out, I am going back in and spraying it down to make sure that it is nice and covered and it has a coating of hairspray on it. Also spraying on top of the cap using that same bedhead spray, and then also the Pump It Up, because this gets really hard. And then I'm going to go in and blow dry it and make sure that this is nice and dry before we actually go in and apply any tracks on top of it. And trust me, y'all, I still have my hair. I know some people don't like to use glue and stuff, but my hair is absolutely fine. Don't mind my little gray hairs that's popping out. I don't dye them, and I try not to pull them out because I don't want more to just be popping up, and they come right in the front, which is so annoying. But I'm just going in and kind of sectioning off my hair to do my baby hairs. I use my little edge brush to part it off, and then I go in with the toothbrush to apply the edge control to it, and I kind of swoop it up, and then I go back in with the other edge brush to really lay it down. So you're just seeing me do my baby hairs how I do them. I like to do the little one in the middle now. Like, that's been my thing lately. Whenever I have my hair left out, this is how I did my baby hairs when I had my sew-in in as well. And then I also do the little sideburn piece. And to do the sideburn piece, since my hair is natural, I go in with my mini flat iron and I just flat iron it out. And then I'm going to go in with the edge control and just slick it down, and then my edge brush to just swoop it the way that I want it to lay. So that is that. And then I'm going to go ahead and slick my hair up using everything that I'm going to use. And I will tell y'all that in just a second. I have a clip with me talking and showing you the products that I use for my ponytail. So yeah. So really quickly, I just wanted to tell you what I used to mold up my ponytail at the top. So I did use this black wax by Jamaican Mango and Lime. So this is like a good conditioning type product, kind of like a grease but thicker, like a wax and a grease mixed together. And I just used that to mold up my ponytail. And then I also did use my edge booster in black to just fill it in and make it look more sleek. And on my edges, you've seen what I used. And then I did go over with a little bit of hairspray to just kind of make it a little bit, you know, more of a hold, but it's not hard how the hair looks. And it looks like, you know, it's a nice fullness to it. We will see how much I end up using. I do want to at least use like 2 bundles in the back for sure, and at least 1 at the top. So 3 bundles at the most. But if I use all 4, then that will be cool because it'll just be more fuller. So yeah, let's get into it. So the back of my hair has dried. That's why I went ahead and did my ponytail while I was letting it dry. So it's kind of crunchy, and the hair up here at the top is pretty hard as well from me using the gel and the hairspray. So I'm not really worried to use like one of those protective shield things or whatever. I've never really had any issues. I usually just use a stocking cap, but my cap usually covers up more than this. That's why I went in with a gel and everything around the perimeter of it, because I wasn't sewing it down or anything like that. So basically what we're going to do is just unravel our track, and then we will go in and measure and cut, then glue, measure, cut, glue, blow dry, you know, in between and everything like that. So yeah. Okay, so now that we have done that, now everything is dry. So I'm going to go ahead and start applying my tracks, and I'm just measuring them off and cutting them and then putting the glue on, and then I'm going to go in and start laying the tracks down. Every time I lay a track down, I go in with the blow dryer and just blow dry it to make sure that it is stuck down really good. Throughout this process, I probably had a couple of tracks to kind of lift up a little bit, but I would just take a little bit of glue just on the edge and glue it back down if you have any tracks to slip up during the process of wearing this hair. But it didn't have anything coming out crazy like while I was out wearing it or anything. Usually that only would happen whenever I was combing through this hair and really detangling it to get ready to go. So I would have time to go ahead and just glue back down any little pieces that had popped up. But for the most part, all of the tracks stayed down. I didn't have like a full track to come out or anything like that. So as you can see, I'm getting to where the cap is, and I'm just gonna go and start applying on top of the cap. And then I kind of jumped through this clip. I didn't show y'all me applying the tracks all the way up because it's tedious and the same thing over and over. So now you can see I have made it to the top little section, and I am going in a U pattern, and that is going to allow you not to leave any hair out. So now I'm just going in with my last bundle, and I'm starting to apply that around the top part for the ponytail section. And if y'all have seen me do my long ponytails and stuff, you already know how I do this. I don't use bobby pins. I take a piece from the end of the track, wrap that piece of hair around and secure it around the ponytail, and then I start wrapping my track around. And at the end, once I get to the end, I do the same thing. I take a piece from the edge of the track and wrap that piece of hair around. Of course, you are going to have one little track showing at the top in the back the way that I did this. But since I'm wearing it in a ponytail, you don't have to leave any hair out. But if you want to put a bun in your hair, then you are going to want to leave a little section of your hair out at the top to cover the track. But as you can see on the sides and everything, it just looks seamless and you can't see any tracks. The only place you can see a track is at the very top at that little last section. So once I get to finish up wrapping the tracks around the ponytail, I do go in and flat iron a piece out since the hair is more of a curly wavy texture. And then I go in and spray it down with some Pump It Up hairspray and comb through it. And this is going to allow my band to be nice and sleek. And once again, if y'all seen my ponytail videos, then you know how I do my bands. I clip my ponytail up with some of these clips, and it makes it easier for me to wrap it around. So I didn't really show y'all everything with the ponytail. This was more so about the quick weave itself. But y'all already know how I do my ponytails. If you don't know, I will link them down below so you can see how I did it. And this is the completed look. This is how the hair looks when I'm done. It really looks like a sew-in, like a half up, half down sew-in. And I really like how it turned out. Super, super pretty. And this hair was really nice. I got a lot of questions on it. So yeah, I really like this. Thank you, Sam's Beauty, for sending me this hair. Okay, y'all, so this is the completed look. I did want to come to you with, you know, face beat or whatever, because I feel like whenever, usually if I'm doing my hair, I won't have my makeup on. And some days I'm just like, yo, I don't feel like putting on makeup. I'm just filming a hair video. I don't feel like doing it. But for you to get the full look, I feel like I need to put my makeup on and stuff. So yeah, this is the look. The hair is still a little bit damp from me putting the mousse on, but it does have a nice wave to it. So this is the hair and how it falls. It falls quite long. That's kind of why I didn't want to curl it, because I wanted it to stay long too.